Our next speaker came from Taiwan originally, and he got his bachelor's degree from National Taiwan University. He established his successful office business supply company in Los Angeles. He will share with us how he uses compassion to run his business. Now, Mr. Walter Shih, please.
Well, President Zhang invited me to give a speech today at this symposium. I know it is a great honor and a pleasure, but somehow I declined first because, he insists that I have to speak in English. Otherwise, there will be a translator that will keep the time too long. So, but English is my second language, and I'm very limited in vocabulary and also in the comprehension, so to speak. Anyway, out of his persistence, I'm here. I'm here just to challenge myself to whether I can convey my message to you all, and also to challenge you all to see how good you can understand a second language speaker. Okay? So far, do you understand? Thank you very much. I grew up in a poor village in the center of Taiwan called Puli in Nantou, from Nantou县. I was the youngest son of my father who has 5 children. And my father is illiterate farmer, but he understands that to turn around poverty into better living environment is through education, and only through education. So he encouraged me to do hard in school. So somehow, some way, I succeed in a very difficult and complicated system in Taiwan, and somehow, some way, I get a bachelor degree of economics in National Taiwan University, where President Chiang excelled very well in his studies, but somehow I struggle a lot in some difficult courses, like statistics or calculus. However, after graduation, I started working in Taiwan 10 years, and then my only employer sent me over to LA to start a liaison office. And then after working 10 years there, I started my own business in 1994. So all my immigrant years, I'm staying in Los Angeles. So from a poor village to top university, and then to the biggest city in the United States, it is a miracle journey, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Understanding me and also replying positively to me. Thank you. Yeah. So I think I say twice somehow, some way, because I admit this is the real miracle journey for me. I didn't expect that I can go that way, that long, because even in a college in Taiwan University, I never considered going abroad, but end up I'm coming here. So I think I appreciate what I am and also what I have. And I feel I owe things in my life, which is luck before I become a Buddhist, and karma after that. I believe everything has a cause, and and my turning point is in 1985, the year 1985. That year, my beloved father passed away, and I start to wonder what is life and death. Yeah, because the first death happened in my family. And the same year, I was assigned to Los Angeles, as I said, and my mother-in-law come to join us to take care of my two daughters, and also handle some family affairs. So she is doing it very well, and also what she influenced me most is that she guided me and introduced me to Buddhism. The first thing she taught me was mercy to life. At that time, I have a hobby of fishing, and she kept telling me that you shouldn't do that because your happiness is based on the life suffering of of the fish. And after several times, I start to think, and then I take her advice, and I just packed all the fishing gear in the attic of the garage. And after that, I never see it again. Even I moved the house. So from then, I will always try to not to kill, and instead, and also try to save lives, including picking up an earthworm, which is exposed under the sun on the cement. I know it's baking, like a baking earthworm. So I would rather stop and pick up and save it. As life went on, I followed her to various temples, such as Shih Temple, and enjoyed the spiritual aspect of the different events and rituals. In the same time, I read some Buddhism books and learned the causes and facts of karma, so-called, we call Yin Yuan Guo Bao, which kind of guide me in many stages of my life. First, I deeply regret over those lives that I killed for fun when I was a kid. In village, we catch frog, we catch fish, and that's what, and eat it for extra food. And also, I catch butterflies and sell to the merchant, and the merchant only receive butterfly without any damage on the wing. So we catch a lot, and then actually we didn't get too much money in return. So the life I kill is quite more than average kid. I totally regret over it. By the way, that in Pudi, that there is a museum of a butterfly, and I think I contribute a lot on the foundation. So I try to I regret over it, and then try to remedy whatever I can. In this stage of learning mercy and compassion, my wife and I never buy fish or sell fish or anything live to our kitchen. So I think I'm looking for some. I have this thing. This is land, right? Yeah, this land stands for my 3 stages of life. The first life is that I use this net to catch a butterfly, and I kill. Right? The butterfly died under my hand. I snatched them, everyone. And second stage, I use this net to catch any insect or or like spider or flies and alive, and I set them free from my home. So it means that I try not to kill. I have compassion for life. And the third, of course, everybody is involved. Internet, okay, right? So our life is covered by internet anyway. No exception. So I apply to Buddhism in running my business by treating everybody, employees and vendors equally with respect and love. I accept vendors with their price increase request, or they have any special difficulty if there's a reason, and I don't really switch my order because of a small difference of a price, because it is the relationship that I appreciate with the vendors. So they of course they treat me, repay back with a lot of loyalty and give me a good products. And although we are just a small to medium-sized company, I feel happy when my employees are working every day happily in the company. And so there's very little turnover. And always joke that I'm very lousy. I'm a very lousy boss because I never have the power or authority, or I use it to yell or to fire, threaten to fire people. I never speak in a very loud language to my employees. If I have to break at least one thing, that would be the growth and the prosperity of my employees. Over decades, almost all employees turn from being single to having their children and of course their family. I have one warehouse worker who was once a temporary worker looking for a job near the Home Depot. Right now, through his hardworking and very happy attitude, he working more than two decades. He is already a landlord, and sometimes he even drive a luxury car to the office. So I feel happy that my employees are prosperous. Yeah, I don't have to myself, right? Yeah, I have the policy of sharing about 1/3 of the earning of the company to employees, and this I think it means that we pay twice the bonus to them. So at first, my partner tell me that, well, you don't have to spend so much money. Yeah, by Christmas time, you just give them a big turkey that will do it. But I insist that I want to have my employees well treated so they can contribute better to the company. Several years ago, I had a chance to attend a life academy to learn the power of change and learn that a meaningful, significant life must have love and giving. So this is also in Chinese, 爱与付出. I also learned that to make a change, we have to switch the gear from faith into action. So I feel this academy shares many values in Buddhism, such as love and compassion. To increase the influence of Buddhism, I think we need to act. And for that, I have an idea or a dream that is bloom our world. I forget to use I'm too nervous, I forget to use the PowerPoint. And thank you to somebody already helped me to turn it. Why I say so is we can see that our world is turning uglier and dirtier. In everyday news, there are enough hatred, confrontation, and one-sided views that blur our right and wrong. At every corner, we see trash and garbage that make our environment ugly and eventually make our growth alarmingly dangerous and harmful. I encourage everyone, just like myself. When I walk I make a morning walk with my wife. Then I see some trash just in the pavement, in the road. I just pick it up and carry some about 100 yards and put into the trash can. I feel comfortable because when I return, there's no garbage in the road. So this is a very small thing, but I think if everybody can do it, that is the beginning to make our growth cleaner. So if we all bow, I say bow is from our word is abbreviated as a bow. So if we all bow every day, we will humble ourselves. We can make our world better for us and our younger generations. So I bow. Do you? So far, am I understood? Well?
Yes.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much for allowing me to practice my English here, and I understand somehow. I really appreciate. If you understand me, I appreciate. If you bow too, I will pray to Amitabha Buddha to give you all the blessings. Thank you very much.